Well, good morning. Well, where are we at? I'm in Minnesota, and Cab Brony is somewhere in the United States.
Kansas,
Kansas.
middle of
Well,
nowhere, hellhole. Yep, that's Kansas.
but I'll tell you what, we've decided today we're gonna take the red pill, and we're gonna find out which one of us is colorblind. Yeah, I came across this video the other day, and I don't. It's on the Red Pill Religion channel. It's can't read it right now. Max and the White Engine: Essence of Thought Lies About Hitler. So let's get right down to it. We're gonna just play it and react to it a little bit here and see what happens. Good luck to us.
Religion podcast. At Red Pill Religion, we are dedicated to the proposition that spirituality and belief in the supernatural is normal and healthy and rational in human males, also in human females, children and adults alike. So remember
He's projecting already.
this: religious people are normal and they are a permanent part of your society. You will die
Well,
around.
gotta say something here.
Okay.
He's just flat out wrong, and I know you said you didn't want to stick around and focus on him too much, but I gotta point this out. Yeah, your Christian faith, and so are the fastest growing group, basically besides Islam, in the world, and especially here in the U.S., are the nuns, the people who have no affiliation with the religion. Now,
Good point.
Islam is set to overtake Christianity by 2050, I believe it is. So yeah, enjoy your fame and majority while it lasts, because it ain't gonna be around much longer. We're coming, we're growing, and we're stronger.
Yeah, you're right.
Remember,
All right.
to quote Thunderfoot here, the internet is where religion comes to die, and I will gladly bear the executioner's axe for it. But yeah, that was it.
People might want to learn to get along with them. Please support our work on redpillreligion.com, which still
we haven't even.
redirects to escape.
That's the thing about Max. We haven't even gotten to the first freaking sentence yet, and we already stopped it 3 times. So here we go.
Atheism.com, where you can give us your financial or spiritual support via Bitcoin or PayPal. We're still working on maker support. We've just
Hey,
got that
hey,
bank
Max, if your God's so powerful, why do you need to ask for money? Shouldn't he just provide it? I mean, if he can do anything, you shouldn't need to ask people for money. He should just magically make it appear. Or maybe your God's just not that great.
Done. Please support our work on redpillreligion.com. Please tell your friends or enemies. Please give us a like and a subscribe. We are here to talk about red pill issues generally. Now, once again, we're going to be talking tonight about the ludicrous hate cult on YouTube that is YouTube atheism. And tonight, what we're going to be
Okay, has he met genetically modified skeptic? Paula Gia, Rachel Oates. I mean, they are some of the nicest people. Hell, RJ. They are the people who will smile at you, and they are nice. Have you met them? You might want to go look them up.
I'm nice.
I mean, those are the four that came to mind.
He's going off. He's going off of all the crap that went on a while back or whatever. I'm sure he's in his own different world. He's in his bubble. That's all Max really is. I don't have time for Max. I just let him rant away. He has these little tantrums, and I just say, whatever, Max.
I guess with me, I'm used to doing it with the whole, you're an idiot, you say something stupid, I have to address your idiocy. It's just, because if I don't, I'm letting your idiocy slide.
He might be a nice guy. He claims he's just pulling people, but he didn't show it yet. I'm just gonna let it be.
Looking at is yet another repeat of the standard atheist Hitler was a Christian trope.
Oh, you want to? Now, he is bringing this up, and this was a point we had discussed earlier pre-meeting. You want me to read some of Hitler's, wonderful words? Let's see.
You up on presenting?
Okay, let me pull up my thing here. Oh, I got a screen share too, don't I?
Yep.
Wait. Screen share. Share. Maximize that window. Okay.
There we go.
Well, okay. Let's see here. Well, this one isn't so much of it as just an anti-Semitic one, but the Jew has always been people with a definite racial characteristic, never a religion. But where was the other ones? I had one earlier. Here we go. At times of the bitterest distress, fury against him finally breaks out, and plundered and ruined masses begin to defend themselves against the scourge of God. And an example of that would be God's fury in Isaiah 63. This game is repeated again and again, and in it, the role of the so-called German princes is just as miserable as the Jews themselves. These lords were really God's punishments for their beloved people, and find their parallels only on the various ministries of present time. Again, referencing God. Sorry, I'm going into my preacher voice again, didn't I? Sorry, that's my preacher voice.
That's cool.
Where's another good one? Where he mind you, this is from Mein Kampf. Chapter Volume 1, Chapter 11. Here, of course, we encounter the objection of the modern pacifists as truly Jewish in the infantry of it, as it is stupid. Man's role is to overcome nature. The fall of man has always been followed by his expulsion. Again, referencing Genesis. I know. I think I might have missed my calling when I actually did want to be a pastor. I don't know. You think so?
I think Sam Kinison.
Yeah, I can't take credit for that joke. I stole that one from Aaron. So, but that is. I can't take too much credit. Where was another? Oh, okay. Well, there are other ones in here. That you can find. You can go and find anyone. I mean, just Google it. It's not that hard. But let's take a look at this right here for now. If you can see my screen. Gott mit uns. Translation: God is with us. And that right there is a Nazi belt buckle. Now, I know I am getting a little ahead of it, and I am sorry, but he argues that the SS was around during World War One. Now I think we have that marked, so this will be my pre-bunk of it. Well, let's see here. When did World War One end? Oh, November 11th, 1918. When was the SS founded? April 4th, 1925. Now, I'm pretty good at math, but I am pretty sure that 1925 comes after 1918. So there is no way in heaven or earth or even in hell itself that would be possible as of their claim. And I'll wait. No, we're actually on this, so let me go and where is it? Because we're talking on him being a Catholic in that. So the right here, the church. I'll just read the summary from this, and so you know where it's coming from, I will scroll up. This is from the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum.org. So you know where I'm getting this from. Okay.
Sorry, hold on a second here. Hey, Blue, how you doing? I got a little bit distracted. I was trying to get the chat up. Couldn't get it going. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Summary. Now, this is a summary of the article. It has described both the Protestants and the Catholics. And before he even says that, the Nazis or whatever, the Vatican signed the 1933 Concordat, which basically, with the Nazi government representatives and several of its leaders, were murdered in the Iran Purge, which is the Night of the Long Knives when they went after political adversaries of Nazi Germany. But they were endorsed and agreed with by the by the Catholic Church. And he also references the ban that they were under. But this is very clear that, yes, the Catholic Church was not as sharply divided by ideological factors as the Protestants were. They were a little, they were pretty easy on that. But the, where is it? Catholic leaders were initially more suspicious of National Socialism than their Protestant counterparts. National Socialism, where was it? Here it is. Sorry, I wanted this part. Before 1933, in fact, some bishops prohibited Catholics and their dioceses from joining the Nazi Party. This ban was dropped after Hitler's March 23rd, 1933 speech in the Reichstag, in which he described Christianity as the foundation for German values. And that was when the party was dissolved and the political, basically assassination started on that with the Night of the Long Knives. Now, this is a summary of everything that was in this article. In both German churches, meaning the Protestant and the Roman Catholic, there were members, including clergy and leading theologians, who openly supported the Nazi regime. With time, anti-Nazi sentiment grew in both Protestant and Catholic church circles as the Nazi regime extorted greater pressure on them. In turn, the Nazi regime saw a potential for dissent in the church, criticism and state measures. When protest statements were read from the pulpits confessing churches in March of 1935, for example, Nazi authorities reacted forcibly by briefly arresting 700 pastors after the 1973 Papal Encyclica, and I'm sorry if I screwed that, it stands for With Burning Concern, was read from Catholic pulpits. The confiscated copies and dusty in offices throughout the country. So yes, they were spoken out, but they were also in favor of it. Hitler was never excommunicated. He tries to pull an article here. I have no clue who Zenit is, so your guess is as good as mine on that. Unless someone knows, they can maybe put it in the chat. But talking about how, some, really trying to discover facts regarding Pope Pius XII and his efforts to help Jews during World War II, has announced the discovery of documents showing how church excommunicated Catholics who joined Nazis. Yeah, see, and look at the date that those documents stopped. 1933. Hey, Johnny DriveBYE, what was the date that concordance was signed? What year did I read?
We haven't even gotten past the first sentence of Dean Frederick yet, have we?
I'm sorry. No, he's going to do it. I'm just going to hit it all at once. Therefore, we don't have to. It can just be, yeah, we already covered that. Move on. I'm trying to trying to make it easy.
All right.
But if I remember,
I just had to mention that.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, oh yeah, the signing of 1933. And when did the crap start? When did the documents end? From 1932. Oddly enough, 1933, the time the Nazis rose to power, their full power, and 33 when they took over everything. Huh. So yeah, Hitler was not excommunicated because by the time he took over the church and the Vatican was backing him, the Church of Germany was backing him, did not excommunicate him. So yes, try again there. You want to claim he wasn't a Christian? Even your own source that you cite and you refuse to read just the next paragraph down and do a little looking on what 1933 might have significance of, but why was it only for those period of 3 years? Because that was the time of the descent of the church, that they were arguing against the Nazis because they were losing political power as a church. And they knew when the Nazis took over, the Catholics knew, oh crap, we're screwed. And so they, pretty much were forced to kind of go along with it, and the Vatican backed them. The Vatican didn't have to back them, but they chose to. You want to try again there? Don't tangle. You're an idiot. So Yeah. Again, we have Gutman Oons on the Nazi belt buckle. He apparently does not even know his own history, which a simple Google search of when the SS was created and when did World War One end would completely solve him of that problem. But this is this idiot red pill moron. So I mean, can I really expect honesty and actual fact from this guy?
Yeah, it seems like they're distorting a little bit there, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Just sailing on the sea of cheese and ignorance, I guess.
yeah. Well, I figured I cut off all the arguments at the knees before they even get to them. Save us a little bit of headache instead of having to go. Okay,
By the
yeah.
roots, they ain't
Since
gonna go back.
I just had all the things already pulled up. So I'm like, I'll just go through all the Christian Hitler arguments, and we can just reference back to the arguments I made, and I don't have to go looking too much more. Saves me the trouble there too.
Hey, I got all day, man. This
Yeah,
is
I
great.
do too. So
These guys are so funny. They're so funny. They
yeah,
just make me laugh.
they kind of do, but almost in a sad way because what makes me
Sometimes I feel a tear jerking, but yeah.
it's not so much that it's just sad that they're sad. It's sad that people buy this and believe them. And they are dangerous. They are no different than an Alex Jones.
Yeah.
They are that dangerous, I feel.
Yeah, that could be. I don't know. I don't call them dangerous. I just call them
Well,
Poe.
they're dangerous in the way of if they're this crazy, their followers are probably crazier.
Yeah.
And you don't know what any human is capable of. So they could just be they could be the last, stoking of the flames before the wildfire breaks out and burns down the whole forest. I view them as dangerous from that aspect.
Yeah, I don't even give them that much credit. But I've seen a lot of idiots.
If the right crazy person sees it, I think they can be.
Hitler with a Christian trope by essence of thought. Now, pre-show, before we got into it, I had some people say I was too mean.
I look at these guys. You know what? I look at these guys more like failed sociopaths. That's exactly what they are.
Yeah, but who knows? There could be a more complete sociopath listening to them.
I'm sorry.
Well, then you got to worry about them, not these guys. These guys are just failed sociopaths.
See, yeah, those people we have to worry about, but they're the ones who are stoking the flames. That's why I say I view them to be dangerous because of that. They stoke.
I think talking about things that you can't, things that you can only assert are that just brings nothing but badness.
Yeah, and it's
not good.
Hell, if you really want to see what that can do, look no further than I'll say this: OKC. Or Waco. Hell, look at Waco. That's a perfect example of this.
It's pretty obvious to me that if I just sit there and say, well, if you go down to the river there and grab that thing for me, you'll have $1 million. Things like that. I can just assert, and you're gonna believe it. Yeah, it's just
but look at what happened with Waco. They asserted the Mormons and what they said, and look how bad that turned out. Look at Jonestown.
Oh yeah,
so people who are
of the Christian ilk out there, and I'm sure what someone like these guys would say would probably be, oh well, we're just those are just the worst ones of us or whatever. There's bad people everywhere. Well, you know what? It doesn't happen to be. I don't know. I don't think that they're thinking about that.
And really, in all honesty, like I said, the only reason why I would say that they are dangerous is because of probably the crazies that are listening to them and they're stoking the flames of hatred that they already are feeling. So that is why to me they are dangerous and deserved to be talked about and why they need to be ripped into. I don't care, Max, whatever the hell his freaking name is. I have no issue in ripping into him for the danger he is posing to what I feel is the public with who knows who's listening to him when he stokes the flames. Sorry for going on that rant.
We've ranted enough about Mr. Esme. Let's get.
Yeah, sorry for that rant. I just I hate people like him.
We've gone ahead and
he's just no time for him.
At the end.
He's static in the background, white noise.
I'm going to do my best to let other members of the team talk. We'll see if I can restrain myself. But I have a few references that are in the low bar that I want people to listen to. First off, I'm going to mention that Hitler was a Christian or Hitler was a Catholic is a favored trope of the atheist cult movement.
Already answered. He was.
Also very.
What's that?
I said already answered. He was.
Yep.
Movement dedicated to pseudoscience and pseudo history, and
yep.
we're going to be
refuted
at some fake pseudo history from Essence of Thought tonight.
Oh, there was one point I forgot to I forgot to bring up that I'm sorry I meant to bring up about Hitler and that in Christianity. He was a Christian. He actually was obsessed with religious artifacts because he believed the more religious artifacts he could possess, the more power he could amass.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you there.
Yeah, no, Hitler was on your side, pal, and that was why he was doing that. You know the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark? Yeah, that has a little bit of kernel in truth because he was trying to find the Ark of the Covenant because he believed it would bring him power. He was also looking for the so-called Spear of Destiny and also the nails from Jesus' crucifixion and anything of the cross that was used.
This made me want to go out and buy a bullwhip now.
Yeah, so it's just so yes, there is a kernel of truth to the whole Hitler being in all that crap because he was.
Yeah, well, let's see what else is going on in this.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, I like this. We're doing a live reaction video to a live reaction video of I don't know what the hell the other thing is. So,
and by the way, I don't believe either Essence of Thought or his audience are genuinely interested.
Yeah, there's dismissal right there. There's another fallacy.
Because I think they're all a bunch of hate-mongering bigots.
There's another fallacy there too.
Yeah, poison in the well, but projection much?
That's why I don't even pay. That's why I don't pay attention to Dean. He does a Gishgalop fallacy.
Yeah.
I was too mean to. Who was I mean to? Oh, Zone Star. I'm not sure I actually was, but some people were saying I was too mean.
Dean, you're a teddy bear.
Honestly, even worse than Zonstar, I will have to admit, is this Essence of Thought video. This Essence of Thought video repeating the classic, easily debunked, easily skewered, easily mocked and laughed at Hitler was a Christian trope. We've gone ahead and linked in
Hey, Johnny, I don't know. You think it was easily debunked or easily proven? A simple Google search, just Google the Nazi belt buckle got mit uns, and you will find it.
It's right there. Yeah.
Read his writings. Read Mein Kampf. Yes, it is the ramblings of a freaking madman, but he proudly expresses God.
Dean gets you to he just bugs you down in that crap because he doesn't even he gishgalops all over. It's like we're talking
you have to go Hitler, spend 5 minutes.
You can't be sitting there talking about Hitler when you're talking about something else.
In the low bar, I'm going to do my best.
I know the essence started it, but so what?
Myself, but I have a few references that are in the low bar that I want people to listen to. First off, I'm going to mention that.
Oh yeah, what were those references again? We had to I'll show them a little bit here as we go.
Hitler was a Christian or Hitler was a Catholic is a favored trope of the atheist cult movement, and it is a cult movement. It is also very much a dedicated to science.
We'll cover that later, though.
We're going to be looking at some fake
history. Is that coming up now? The new one?
No. The one where he talks about the blood cults. That's a little later on, but we'll get into that. Yeah. We won't let him slide on that. We'll just debunk it when it goes more into it.
I think this is there it is. You're looking for it, right? Nazis were excommunicated by the Catholic Church. This is one of their papers that they put up.
Yeah,
and the documents indicate that any Catholic who joined the Nazi Party, wore the uniform, or flew the swastika flag would no longer be able to receive the sacraments. This policy set 3 years before Hitler, and this is all bunk. I'll leave it up here for a little bit. And you can read it yourself, but it is kind of all bunk. There's another.
Yeah, and you want to know something funny?
And where does that source go?
From 19. Now, let me do a quick Google search on that. Find out when exactly that happened.
I'm gonna put you up here.
Yeah. See, it ran while they were getting power before Hitler was elected as here if you want to share me now.
There you go.
All right. Let me go back to my normal, you know. You look at it, this is from your Wikipedia, simple Google search, we'll find this. It's named Chancellor, and here, let's even go to history.com. So no one accuses us of using a not so great source. January 30th, 1933, Adolf Hitler is named Chancellor. Anybody remember when according to their own resource, the Nazis were stopped being banned? 1933. They changed the policy. Now, why would they do that? Would it have something to do with that concordant that the Vatican and the Nazis signed in 1933? So what you're saying here is that the Nazis did support him. Even your own thing says that. Yes, there was a ban for a couple years, but it was lifted March 23rd, 1933, when the concordant was signed between the Vatican, the head of the Catholic Church, and the Nazi government representatives. The Catholic Church endorsed Hitler. They supported him. You want to try again? A simple Google search will show you all of this. Not that hard.
Google.
And Johnny, how long did that take me to find when we were live chatting? 5 seconds?
Yeah, something like
A
that.
few quick Google searches?
Yeah. Yeah, it's this. I don't know.
So your own source that you cite, which is absolutely hilarious, just proves it with a little bit of digging from the. Why did it stop in 1933? Why didn't they continue on with it? Oh yeah, because the Vatican fucking backed them.
Yeah, that's right. The Vatican and that place in that little town, that's its own town in Italy.
Yeah, it's its own country. It has its, so yeah, yeah,
it lives there.
Yeah. And I actually was reading somewhere, because the Vatican is its own country and does have diplomatic, ties to the U.S. I was actually reading something that was interesting, that if you ever get in trouble, run to a Catholic church.
Exactly.
The police cannot touch you, because technically, if you claim sanctuary from the police, guess what? They can't touch you, one, because not because it's a church, but because it's Vatican property. Technically, it's owned by the Vatican because the Vatican runs the Catholic Church. So it's a little loophole if you ever want to try and get around it.
I tell you what, I got Dean was a Catholic, and well, I was baptized as a Catholic when I was a kid, but I never followed any doctrine or anything like that.
Yeah,
but
I was.
You know what? Dean's gonna get lucky, because even if he's right, if Dean's right, I'll just be in purgatory for a while, and I get to see him in heaven.
Yeah, see, I was baptized Lutheran.
We'll be there for you, Dean.
But I was because of where I live, and I'm friends with my parents were friends with the minister at this Southern Baptist church that's in our town, one of the 3 within the city limits. So I just ended up going there more instead of going the 20 miles to the Lutheran church. I just went to the Southern Baptist church. So I was pretty much raised Southern Baptist, even though I was technically a Lutheran.
Bigots peddling.
So yeah.
No, sorry.
Pseudoscience.
No. Yeah.
And by the way, let me repeat it.
We're gonna stay on track here.
Yeah, sorry.
There's a lot of video here.
If you're a family,
yeah,
or if you are giving money to Essence of Thought, you are just as slimy, just as horrible a human being.
We'll just talk to him on the fly over this. Whatever, Max.
And I'm going to repeat again, this is low life, pig ignorant, hate propaganda. It's not even pig. Pig ignorant just assumes. Actually, calling it pig.
Max, if you stop eating McDonald's, you probably feel better about life.
Stubbornly ignorant. In fact, I'm going to say that I think this man knows.
Have you listened to your own self and what you've done to your kid?
Look at before we get into the myth of Hitler's Pope by
and yes, his kid is fair game for that one video he was in, because Max put it up there. So putting it on a public platform allows it to be fair game to go after.
Galen,
Yeah.
defending the Pope from
He's got to have
charges
something to
of
yell about.
anti-Semitism.
That's the kind of
What's
guy
your
he is.
favorite book, sir?
So yeah.
He's a whiner.
My favorite book, if you go on Amazon and look,
Yeah,
But
what
he's
is it?
our
What is
little
it?
whiner,
Spit it
right?
out.
it's called Supernatural History of Nazism, something like that.
What do you say?
Supernatural history of
Nazism.
yeah. Which
No
again
way.
that
Yeah, but okay, what's your
no,
okay?
that
Google
would
Is that a thing?
I don't know. Let me look.
Supernatural history of Nazism.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I didn't catch that before. Huh. Maybe I did, but I thought it was too absurd to even pay attention to.
Oh, okay. The closest I can find is something by Eric Kurlander, Hitler's Monsters: A Supernatural History of the Third Reich. So that's the closest. That's the best I can find. Definitive history of the supernatural in Nazi Germany, exploring the occult ideas, esoteric sciences, and pagan religions touted by the Third Reich and the servers of power. And yet, Nazi fascination of the occult is legendary, yet today it is often dismissed as Himmler's personal obsession and widely overstated for its novelty. No, Hitler believed in the freaking power of religious relics. Why do you think he was always so freaking wanting them? He was do you not know your own holy book? Your own history. He was obsessed with them because he believed it would give him power. Christian artifacts would. Why do you think he was so freaking obsessed with finding those things?
Oh, here we go.
But honestly, even worse than Zahn stuff, I will have to admit, is
I think
this
Hitler
Essence
pretty
of
much
Thought video. This Essence of Thought video
believed in God. He
repeating
believed he
the
was, existed
classic,
anyway.
Easily debunked, easily skewered, easily mocked and laughed at. Hitler was a Christian trope.
So you're going to say Hitler was lying in his own book?
Low hanging fruit there.
Yeah. So
do it.
Yeah, like
go.
I was just gonna say. So you're gonna call Hitler a liar in his own book on what he believed? I'm sorry. I'm gonna say Hitler knew what he was talking about, and well, we already covered what he believed. Hell, there are plenty of quotes. Search Hitler on religion, and you will get countless ones of "I am doing the work of my God." Yeah.
Not just any Catholic church. That's what Blue said. Not just any Catholic church.
Yep, the Catholic Church.
Because I think
I'm going to put up the chat
really do mean
so you can see it.
Mongering bigots.
Oh, I have the chat in a pop-out window. Let me pull it up.
Oh, you got it?
Okay.
I should.
Actually, I'm saying that if
yeah.
I'm going to put the chat up.
Or if you are
I got it.
Money to Essence of Thought, you are just as slimy, just as horrible a human being, just as despicable, just as low. And I'm going to repeat again, this is low life, pig ignorant, hate propaganda. It's not even pig. Pig ignorant just assumes, actually calling it pig, stubbornly ignorant. In fact, I'm going to say that I think this man knows that he's lying and doesn't care. Books to look at before we get into.
Hey, I got something on the pig ignorant comment. Hello, Pop. My name's Kettle. Nice to meet you.
I'm going to start with Myth of Hitler's Quote by Rabbi David G. Galen.
Yes, yes. Dean is the king of projection.
Yeah. To make Jesus Nazi.
Not 11 millimeter, not 12 millimeter.
He was. I mean, well, not so much in the ways, but I don't think when people make that argument, that Jesus. I just got to talk on this for a bit. Sorry.
No problem.
I'm trying to refrain from saying shit, but he says so much. He says shit that's so stupid. You have to address it. I'm gonna try to make this short. Jesus said you must hate everybody in order to follow him. Jesus said to bring again. Now this is a parable that he told of a man, but the similarities between the guy in the story and Jesus are wow. Just if you didn't know better, you read it, you might be able to read it as Jesus. Change the guy's name to Jesus, it will fit who he says he is. Said for people to be brought forth to kill him. Jesus said the old laws need to be followed. Therefore, any of the laws that deal with killing people are to be followed. All the ethnocentric, genocidal parts. Yes, you kill people working on the wrong day, yet Jesus says you're not supposed to. So Jesus actually was not perfect because therefore he sinned by disobeying God's word. And not only God's word, but if God is his father, then he disobeyed. Then he broke the fifth commandment, which actually isn't the fifth commandment because that is a set of a longer set. Yeah, you see how hard the Bible is to follow?
Oh yeah,
It's not that hard. If you know what you're looking at, it just the Bible unravels itself. It unravels upon its own claims. So yes, Hitler. If God and Jesus are the same person, Jesus is also sitting there with God, applauding and encouraging the genocide of the Old Testament, which would therefore make it okay because he was killing the heathens who did not believe in the Bible.
Yep.
So again,
Yep. Boy, I'll tell you what, there's no other book that says it better than the Bible to say, if you don't believe me as being real, we're just gonna take you out, man. It's like, yeah,
yep.
okay. Come on.
I mean, and I could go countless verses on just
Look at Casey.
killing.
He said, is he talking about Neo? All right, go ahead.
Again, sorry for the long rant. It's just this guy makes so much stupid in his claims. It takes about 5 minutes to get through his gish gallop bullshit to address the points that he's trying to make.
We're how far are we? Where are we on the video?
I don't even know.
We're 5 minutes and 45 seconds out of that whole freaking, and we could have stopped like 4, 5, 6 times in between there because it's like every.
Yeah, and I'm trying to.
5 fallacies.
I'm trying to let some of the more minor stupid go and just only address the big major claims as he did there.
Go because otherwise you can't get caught up in his crap.
Yeah, I like that one trying to say that was a flat out straw man, so I had to dismantle his straw man for himself before he could take that.
That's what that's all he wants to do is troll people and see if we get a reaction out of you.
Yeah,
that's his whole thing.
So,
and
yeah.
I'm not that kind of guy, so I don't have time for him, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He's.
Oh, I understand that.
So yeah, I'm trying to only address what I feel is it's so stupid it needs to be said. So carry on.
For Christians, and you know, there's no difference between this man and a member of the KKK. There's
no difference between him and a member of the KKK. I'm not quite sure what he's trying to. He's definitely trying to equate something there, but let's see what he does.
No difference between this man and a communist. There's no difference between this.
Oh, and for the record, the KKK. The KKK.
This is why I don't pay attention to Max, because that's what he's trying to do is just lure you in there to try to get him or something. It's like,
well, the KKK are Christian and
Max.
Yeah.
Dean, Esme.
Because he lies about history and lies about innocent people, just like all of the above did. And I truly think that this man and his fans, if you were seeing Christians being strung up on trees, their children tortured, and their churches burned down, this man would think it was ultimately for the best, or certainly his fans would be, because this is just how hateful this guy is.
Oh, you mean like what the Christians did when they ransacked and pillaged in the Old Testament? You know, smash their altars, burn them all down, and slaughter everything among them, except the 12-year-old and under girls. Those you take home so you can fuck all night long and rape them. They're sex slaves. That's your prize.
Yeah. I don't know, man. They just got to be pulling people. They just got to be pulling.
Like I said, you want to talk theology, Max? Fine, let's talk.
Pulling people and having fun. That's what Dean says.
Yeah, like I said, Max, you want to talk theology? You're on my turf now, and trust me, you don't want to mess with me on my turf.
I don't even know what to call him. Dean, Esme, freaking Max, Kobe, or whatever that preacher that he wants to.
Hey, I have an idea. I have an idea for a name of him. Fuckwit number 1. How about that? Does that work?
Dean sounds good.
What the Nazis were.
That's his name.
I want to mention that In addition to Catholics, many Protestants, especially Lutherans, like Martin Niemöller, were viciously tortured and killed by the Nazi regime for the crime of being faithful Lutheran Christians.
Who did?
Yeah, run that back. Sorry, sorry, audience, for having to run it back. I just want to hear exactly what he said.
Is it worth skipping? Or is it just another? It's Gishgalab, is what it
A bunch
is.
of him lying about history and lying about history to grind only one possible axe: his complete contempt and hatred of Christians and Jews, but definitely a hatred for Jews or for Christians.
Hassan Pfeffer.
And you know, there's no difference between this man and a member of the KKK. No difference.
Dude, the KKK is religious.
No difference between this.
So your argument fails.
I know. It's like, yeah. Okay, boys and girls, don't ever think like this on your own.
See,
oh,
kids, this is your brain on religion.
Yeah,
I think he is the best argument against religion.
And this is why, like that, like you were talking about that other Mr. Gaiman or whatever too. I don't know if he's pulling. I don't know which side he's pulling. That's how good he's playing.
There's times that he says something, I'm like, oh, he's got to be a Poe. Then he says other things. It's like, no, he's serious. And that's why he's going to become a weekly, either a weekly or bi-weekly installment. I haven't decided yet on my channel.
It is the most fascinating kind of mindset to me. It really is. All right, let's keep on going.
He lies about history and lies about innocent people, just like all of the above did. And I truly think that this man and his fans, if you were seeing Christians being strung up on trees, their children tortured, and their churches burned down, this man would think it was ultimately for the best, or certainly his fans would be, because this is just how hateful this guy is. Now, I put these on a low bar, but I'm going to mention a few things. Maximilian Mary Kolbe, the real one, the saint, was murdered at Auschwitz. He was in Auschwitz for the crime.
You know what? He irritates you because I think that's exactly what Casey Atheist said. He irritates me something terrible. And you know what? That's exactly what Dean's admitted. I've seen plenty of his videos where he's admitted that that's what he's out to do, you know?
Yeah. I don't know how he can make these claims and just not expect anyone to call his bullshit.
He's doing it because he's doing it because he wants someone to call it. He wants.
All right. Well, like I said, I mean,
it's a weird attitude. It's a weird way of thinking. I'm not sure what he thinks he's accomplishing.
I'm okay with this.
Apparently, he thinks he's changing the world. So
yeah, I mean,
and that's why I don't pay attention to him. Let's move on to the other.
Let's
move on to his disciples.
Yeah, I'm one who says, fine. Like I said, my mom always taught me never make.
Check this out too. When Philosophy Tiger comes up here, Dean says like, "Oh, I haven't introduced you yet." So it's so funny. Pay attention to this. It's funny.
Yeah.
On the war, he was killed by the godless Christian and hating atheists, which is exactly what the Nazis were.
Wrong. We already discussed this.
In addition to Catholics, many Protestants, especially Lutherans, like Martin Niemöller, were viciously tortured and killed by the Nazi regime for the crime of being faithful Lutheran Christians. Nazis persecuted and imprisoned quite a few Catholic clergy,
okay,
etc. Max Kolbe was just one of them murdered. It's important to note the history that the Nazi Party actually, these are all things these are references you've looked up too.
What y'all got in here? Dr. Zoller and Catholic Bishop of Munster, Count Golan, have tried to make clear to me that Christianity consists in faith in Christ as the Son of God. That makes me laugh. No, Christianity is not dependent upon the Apostles' Creed. True Christianity is represented by the party, and the German people are now called by the party, and especially the Führer, to a real Christianity, the Führer, and the herald of a new, whatever.
Mudfila.
Okay, great. That's wonderful.
Yeah, these guys just, how do they say this shit?
Now, Yeah, we already debunked all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
When Hitler
Do you see why I went through and did it all?
go to his rant at the beginning of the live stream, and then you'll see that this is already taken care of. That
Yeah.
in one big gish glop. Before we even came on, we just wrote everything down and went one
Yeah.
he claimed to be a Christian and claimed to be God's
preemptive strike, man.
Yeah. Well, I figured it's best to get it all out of the way first in one fell swoop, and then we can just already covered this. Lie's already been covered. Lie already been covered.
It's gonna be a big harvest this year.
And actually began implementing something called positive Christianity, which was basically erasing most of Christianity and trying to make Jesus a Nazi, which didn't work. And people like Martin Niemöller and Maximilian.
Wait. Did he just admit that the Nazi Party was Christian in what they were doing? 99% of Germany was Christian? Huh.
I wonder.
Yeah, I'm sure
that Freudian slip or something.
Yeah, well, he was mentioning facts with the positive Christianity. That is what Hitler did, and he ran as Christian, and he had the backing of the Catholic Church, as mentioned in 1933 with the Concordance, which then led to the Long Night. We've been over this, covered. Yeah, you're lying, and you're lying out your ass.
And actually began implementing something called positive Christianity,
and philosophy teacher at the end, Jesus goes, "You liar!" Well, actually, they all kind of sit there saying liars. These guys are so funny.
Which was basically erasing most of Christianity and trying to make Jesus a Nazi, which didn't work. And people like Martin Niemöller and Maximilian Kolbe and a whole lot of others were killed because they would not adopt Nazi positive Christianity. And positive Christianity has a mirror in positive in something.
Wait, hold on. I gotta ask something. I didn't cover this part earlier though, but Nazis were basically, if you weren't white Aryan race, you was evil and a heathen and weren't worthy of life. Well, guess what? Have you read Revelation? What Jesus is gonna do to us? He's going to take all of us non-believers, put us in a wine press, and crush us so our guts spill over. Huh. Yeah, that sounds pretty Nazi-ish to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah. It sounds like, let's keep going.
Yeah, sorry. It's just,
I don't care.
He wants to make the claim he was.
Yeah, I know.
So, try again. Your old holy book, kind of discredits you there.
All right, now he's going to get into...
Yeah.
Where were we at? We were at 7, right? Something like that. Heroes of Nazi Resistance. Oh, that was it right here. Right?
Yeah, something like that. We were in the Nazi part so far.
All right, Nazis were excommunicated by the Catholic Church.
At the door of
already been covered.
You were not allowed to take communion. You were no longer obey. And this Hindu or even fucking Muslim to give this essence.
Dean, you just ruined my channel, you fucker. You can't demonetize me no more, though.
Lies in the most nasty, hateful ways imaginable. And
what he's going to do is basically repeat Hitchin's old lie about the Concordant being the first treaty or agreement the Nazis made with anyone. Presents it as a friendly pact between pals instead of an attempt at damage control between enemies to further the anecdotal crap about Hitler being a Christian.
Wait. Hold on. Pause.
Fly, flipping, flow. Hey, what the hell?
Wait.
That was funny.
He just admitted the Concordance, which was a treaty between Nazi Germany and the Vatican, with the Vatican backing Nazi Germany. Yeah, so you just admit to what it is. And that is why they stopped, the church stopped excommunicating people who were Nazis because the church was backing him. You want to try again on that argument? I think you forgot that you were supposed to be arguing against that point. Oh, well. I mean, hey, if they're going to debunk themselves, makes our job easier. Because he just admitted with the Concordance, that was the Vatican backing Nazi Germany. So yeah, if you want to hit play on the other part, you can. Sorry for kind of going on that bit. I'm just like, they're going to debug themselves. I thought that
I
was
know.
supposed to be my job.
Hey, police are here.
Yeah, there's a lot wrong here, and what's so
Go take you
wrong
down,
about
Dean.
it ultimately is that you can tell this man.
Well,
this man
I guess being an idiot is now illegal, so they're in trouble.
He's a professional atheist preacher. He's not in this because he truly cares about this. He's in this for the cash.
Nah, there's the old. You're trying to turn into religion.
Wait, then what are you doing here, Max? Or Dean, or whatever the hell you want to call yourself, fuckwit number one?
Oh, by the way, I'd like to make a point on this too. Steve McRae is always trying to say that the definition of atheism should be more of the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. But this video right here is one of the reasons that I don't think it should be. We should all.
I don't believe in a god, and so what? Am I in it for the money? Even though I only have 95 subscribers.
These kids here doing experiments in philosophy are what pissed me off about
he
that.
Pretends to care about.
Yeah, and like I said, the thing where he's saying about doing it for the money, I'm a lot meaner and nastier than the guy who they're responding to seems to be.
Yeah.
If you ever see my videos, I'm a mean little shit at times. But the thing is, I'm not in it for the money. I spoke all about it because I believe that theism is bad, and believing shit with no good reason is a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say I just made a video about anti-atheism.
Yeah, I mean, it's
a long record of persecuting, torturing, mutilating,
and
killing.
Max, if you do watch this, then watch that video because that's what the definition of anti-theism is.
Everybody, I'm sorry. Let's start again.
I have authority on that.
We have our secular theist friend, White Engine. Good to see him all the time.
It sounds racist as fuck, but okay.
Also joining us,
Indian is a racist term in of itself.
Good stuff on there.
I'm just kidding about the authority. I was just being Dean.
Tiger, who I have officially ceded my crown as meanest man on the internet to atheists to him. The filthy, disgusting, gender queer, weird green tiger, Protestant filth, Velocity Tiger. Say hi.
Right there. All right, pause it. Right there, Johnny. Right there. You know how we were talking about we weren't sure where that tiger moron landed?
Yeah.
I can now argue the Bible against him. He is Protestant. Who you are up my neck of the woods, pal, because that's what I was studying to become a minister of.
Yeah.
Well, Southern Baptist, but still falls under the Protestant category. So yeah. You're on my turf. Let's have some fun when you get to you.
Filthy papist bastard.
I feel better. And also, one of my filthy papist bastard friends, also a member of the Red Pill Religion Project, like Tiger. How you doing there, Buckley, you Catholic fool?
Narcissist in training. That's what these guys are.
I'm doing well, Max. I'm doing quite well.
Good to see you, brother.
I am looking forward to taking apart this video that Essence of Thought.
I just got one thing to say about the guy talking right now. Hey, where's my light? Pretty colors. He's on something.
Which is probably, which I'm going to guess that most of this guy's audience is not British but American, and
especially when he
stumble on his words a lot.
He's smart.
It seems to stumble. Maybe he's got an accent. I don't know.
You think Englishmen with a certain accent are more intelligent than the rest of the human race, do you? Yeah, Americans actually fall for that shit a lot. So do Canadians. They hear some English bastard with a slightly, with a somewhat lilting accent, and they think he's more intelligent than he is. Another one who gets away with
Max
that is Sargon.
grasped a piece of truth out of the air, didn't he?
No, maybe we just like listening to people with accents because we find them interesting.
Say David Sherratt, who I like, by the way, but
Ever heard of Scott talk? They're fun. They are fun to listen to. Get a Scott angry.
So does
You'll have some fun.
I can't. Oh man, I'm losing it. But only certain British accents do that, and I'm pretty sure he's enculturated his because he pushes it a little bit much. But anyway, should we go ahead and give this a listen?
Let's do it.
All right. The first segment is a little long. It's about 3 minutes, 1 minute 31 to 4:31. Let me know if there's a sound problem, guys. We're going to let this go in almost 3 minutes of full glory. Although I do openly encourage from those present fart noises and insults while we play this 3 minutes. Let me know if the sound's good. Here we go.
Hey folks, I have an announcement to make.
Hey.
After having found out that Hitler was a Christian, I, as of
Private
today,
chat.
am declaring myself an atheist. Yeah, right.
As an ex-Christian who came to question the story of the Bible, both from an ethical and empirical standpoint, I'm not really interested in your faux reaction upon discovering the facts that Hitler was indeed a Christian. I can say Hitler was a terrible person when their crimes pale in comparison to the supposed crimes of your proposed all-just deity. That, as our reactions differ.
It's so
This
interesting.
well-known historical fact about Hitler had a lot to do more with his political relationship with the church. His audiences in order to gain some kind of political support. I am
That is
doing
true.
towards work. That's a highly popular quote that critics like to throw at Christians that Hitler actually said.
So from this, we can take away that regardless of Hitler's personal beliefs, everyone should acknowledge the fact that Christianity formed the basis for Hitler's call to action, not just with the war, but also the stain on human.
No, it didn't. It was very
How
opposite.
can you-
Fool.
Can somebody stop? How can you derive that from what he said? From just what he said?
Oh, I don't know. How about all the other crap that he did and said with all the other examples?
It's-
I mean, go read some of his speeches. He praises that he's doing the work of the creator.
yeah.
So,
I love
just-
this-
I don't believe
that philosophy tiger, whatever the heck his name. So
I
funny.
don't believe he'll accept because all atheists are Steve Shives. All atheists are Honey Badger Brigade. All atheists.
Okay,
notice how
the
Max-
only-
Oh,
the only-
he puts that word in there. I love it so much. He does that on purpose.
Yeah, I only recognize one name out of there, and that was Steve Shives, and I don't know a whole hell of a lot on him.
Oh, Max is just so funny.
Like, I couldn't even tell you if he makes intelligent arguments or not.
I watch his stuff.
That is YouTube atheism. And tonight, what we're going to be looking at is yet another repeat of the standard atheist Hitler was a Christian trope. Links are in the low bar, by the way. Hitler was a Christian. Hitler was
we
a
got that
Christian
already.
trope by essence.
Yeah, somehow ended up backwards on there.
Strictly that by the
There we go.
that you can tell this man is not confused. This man is a professional atheist. Go ahead and look. He's been doing it for a while. He gets money for this. He's a professional atheist preacher. He's not in this because he.
Okay, atheists don't have
He's
preachers.
in this for the cash.
So,
And he's in this to.
That's all Max ever does is he conflates the two.
yeah, it's like, what about yourself? Hello, Pot. I'm Kettle. Nice to meet you. You do the same damn thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, please give me money. PayPal, Patreon. Just give me your money, please.
Tithing.
Tends to care about the homophobia and misogyny and all that.
Well, why? Well, yeah, right. Like atheist regimes don't have a long record of persecuting, torturing, mutilating, and killing gays because they do.
Heh,
Well, I don't know about in
Who knows? I mean,
in some of the other ones, but I know in Nazi Germany they were, But that wasn't an atheist regime. Even if it was an atheist regime, most atheist regimes end up imploding on themselves and resorting to mass murder for the reason of political reasons, not because of their lack of belief for anything.
Yeah.
If anything, you can point to the Bible has done that more. How many, people who, when they come out as gay, are thrown onto the streets, even at 13 years old? There was a case a while back. And other things like that. There's just so much, so much that's wrong with that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to
Yes,
avoid
go
going.
on.
All right.
Going
It's
down
like
the
a
rabbit hole.
20
Looking
minute.
forward to get
Yeah,
started.
I'm trying to avoid a
All right,
50-minute rant.
let's start again. Tonight we have our secular theist friend, White Engine. Good to see him all the time. Or see him again. He's in all the time. You're always welcome, Engine.
How are you a
Also joining
secular theist?
Secular theist, he said.
Yeah.
You can be that way. You can be that way.
I've never seen one, so.
And go check out his.
Is a theist actually someone that obeys God's rule, or
They believe in some form of a god.
He's getting some good stuff on there. Also joining us is
I don't know,
Philosophy
okay,
Tiger.
everything- everybody's
I have
complicated.
officially ceded my crown as meanest
Or
man
can
on
be.
the internet to atheists to him, the filthy, disgusting, gender queer, weird dream tiger, Protestant filth, Philosophy Tiger. Say hi.
So yes,
I'm abomination in the room, everybody, and I'm glad I'm here.
You have not called me a filthy papist bastard yet. I'm hurt.
You this bastard.
I feel better. And also, one of my filthy papist bastard friends, also a member of the Red Pill Religion Project, like Tiger. How you doing there, Buckley, you Catholic fool?
Aren't tigers colorblind?
I'm doing well, Max. I'm doing quite well.
Good to see you, brother.
I am looking forward to.
I think this guy is high on something.
Say what?
I think he might be high on something. I don't know. It's the way he's talking about that.
He's got. I think he's got an accent. It's just hard.
Okay.
It's hard to listen to him sometimes.
I don't know. He sounds like he's high, but whatever. Either way.
Mostly because.
Wait, hold on. For weed to affect your brain, don't you have to have a brain first?
Or something. I don't know. It's just the way he talks, I suppose.
Yeah. But I mean, in order for any drugs to affect your brain, don't you actually need a brain first? So he might not be high. Doesn't have anything to affect.
Which I'm going to guess that most of this guy's audience is not British but American, and that,
especially when he uses big words and pretends he's smart.
Oh, really? You think Englishmen with a certain accent are more intelligent than the rest of the human race, do you? Yeah, Americans actually fall for that shit a lot. So do Canadians. They hear some English bastard with a slightly, with a somewhat lilting accent, and they think he's.
You're absolutely wrong, Max. It's more like Ken Ham here. Do you there?
More intelligent than he is. Another one who gets away with that is Sargon. You know the ones who can't get away with it. They've got some kind of working class or lower class accent. So, for example, if you ever listen to, let's say, David Sherratt, who I like, by the way, but he's got more of a working class.
Who I like, by the way, I love that little.
Lower class accent. So does I can't. Oh man, I'm losing it. But only certain British accents do that, and I'm pretty sure he's enculturated his because he pushes it a little bit much. But anyway, should we go ahead and give this a listen?
Let's do it.
All right, the first segment is a little long. It's about 3 minutes, 1 minute 31 to 4:31. Let me know if there's a sound problem, guys. We're going to let this go in almost 3 minutes of full glory. Although I do openly encourage from those present fart noises and insults while we play this 3 minutes. Let me know if the sound's good. Here we go.
Hey folks, I have an announcement to make. After having found out that Hitler was a Christian, I, as of today, am declaring myself.
As an ex-Christian who came to be when they, as a young Christian, began to question the story of the Bible, both from an ethical and empirical standpoint, I'm not really interested in your faux reaction upon discovering the facts that Hitler was indeed a Christian. I'm more interested in how you can say Hitler was a terrible person when their crimes pale in comparison to the supposed crimes of your proposed all-just deity. That is where
It's so
This
interesting.
little known historical fact about Hitler had a lot to do more with his political relationship with the church. His speeches often pandered to religious audiences in order to gain some kind of political support. I am doing the Lord's work. That's a highly popular quote that critics like to throw at Christians that Hitler actually said.
So from this, we can take away that regardless of Hitler's personal beliefs, everyone should acknowledge the facts that Christianity formed the basis for Hitler's call to action, not just with the...
You know, I just want to make one moot point here. And have you noticed that these guys are sitting there trying to like cut down essence of thought here, and basically the only thing that they've ever really done is just attack atheists. They haven't really even gone after him, kind of. It's like, wow, you're not even on topic, guys.
Yeah.
But I just had to make that point.
The war, but also the state
No, it didn't.
How can you can someone stop? How can you derive that from what he said? From just what he said?
Cannot derive him from what he said, and I invite him to come on a stream here and defend it. I don't believe he can. I don't believe he'll accept, because all atheists are Steve Shives. All atheists are Honey Badger Brigade. All atheists are
Anti-theist.
Oh, I love it.
Well, you keep saying anti-theists. I won't give it to you, because I think atheists won't stand up for these guys and correct them are just as much part of the problem. But okay, let's go ahead and get through to 4:30. We didn't even make it a minute. Let's see if we can get all the way to 4:31 with this.
Wait.
By the way, I'm going to repeat, essence of thought. KKK member, communist, Nazi, can't tell the difference between you. But okay.
It's more private.
Whoa. Time out.
Inner circles.
I gotta say something to that.
Okay, go ahead.
Communist and Nazi. Communist and Nazi. You can't be a communist and a Nazi at the same time.
Well, he was sitting there that there's no difference between him and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? He just contradicted himself, because then he shows then the difference is, he says you're just the same as them. And then the difference of them is blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
let me play that once.
He does know that the Nazis and the communists hate each other. They were killing each other because they didn't agree.
He knows, because that's his game.
Give it to you, because I think atheists won't stand up for these guys and correct them are just as much part of the problem. But okay, let's go ahead and.
Well, if someone's right, I won't correct them.
Even make it a minute. Let's see if we can get all the way to 4:31 with this. By the way,
made it 60
essence
minutes.
of thought. KKK member, communist, Nazi, can't tell the difference between you.
No.
Okay.
His more private conversations with only his inner circles. I, of course, refer to the Hitler's table talk. Now, Christians like to reference a specific quote stating, "I shall never come to terms with a Christian lie." Our epoch will certainly see.
By the way, he is very selectively citing, and very conveniently for his Christian and Jew-hating purposes, this particular book. But I'll go on.
The end of the disease of Christianity.
Johnny?
Another 100.
Hey, Johnny, if I comment in here, can you give me a wrench? I would like to link all my sources that I have referenced so far, so people can see them.
Oh, let me keep going.
Yeah, but could you do that?
What's that now?
I was saying, if I comment something here, can you give me a wrench, and then I can link all my sources that I've cited so far, so people can read the quotes in their thing?
Here, let me. I saw you chat. You made.
There, I just said something. So if you go down, mine should show up pretty soon. I said wrench, please. There it is.
Don't abuse that privilege.
All right, everybody, you're now in timeout.
Go down.
No, I'm messing. I won't do that. Okay.
It's like a video game and you got all the power.
Yeah.
Never gone.
Cheat code. God mode activated.
Foolish mortal children. All right, should I keep on going here then?
Yeah. I just was wanting, since I have reference to them, I figured I should
link from afar. End quote, as evidence against the very notion that Hitler was indeed a Christian. The problem? This is redacted. This comes from the German to French to English translation of the quote, and each time it has been translated, it has lost some of its meaning, changing the quote entirely. Thankfully, we have the German to English translation at our disposal. This direct and more accurate translation states, and I do quote, I have never found pleasure in maltreating others, even if I know it is impossible to maintain oneself in the world without force. Life is granted only to those who fight the hardest. It is the law of life. Defend yourself.
That is not how it's translated.
Of the collapse
Hey,
of
Peter.
this idea. It can
Hi
still
there.
take 100,
Oh, hey, Peter.
200 years. I am sorry that, like Moses, I can only see the promised land from a distance.
You missed my my entire argument that I had at the random beginning, where I cut all their arguments off at the knees.
Christian faith and his
You missed the guy on Twitter renaming himself after me. He's going for targeted harassment.
No, what's going on now? I kind of saw a little bit of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I had some rape apologies that I responded to, and he now officially renamed his account to, let me get it, Go Away Peter the Rape Denier.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bummer.
What can I tell? I seem to attract idiots.
Yeah. Wow. Nice guy.
He went after me with 2 accounts today, and even pretending to be 2 different guys. And he also announced targeted harassment in a DM, which I reported. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, that's a bummer that you have to go through all that shit, Peter. Fuck.
It's all in a day's work.
I suppose. I guess kind of we are putting ourselves out here, so we're kind of out there in the public. But
well, his bio read unrepentant asshole, also a wee bit of a fascist.
I saw that. That's what I saw. I saw that in I think when I was looking to send you a link or whatever.
Yeah. And then he says, don't like it, fuck you. Well, he doesn't like me, so he blocked me. So who's being silly here? He needs a better bio. But
we're just criticizing the low-hanging fruit here of Esme and his group gang and his disciples.
I'm linking all points that I made in my opening statement.
Yeah,
and I don't even have all of them, listed yet.
You'd need a lot. If you have on Dean Esme what I have on Dean Esme, it'll take you at least an 8-hour stream to respond to everything.
I just like the way he's got such a, I don't know, his gish go up and the way he does it. He actually makes me laugh when I hear him because he's so out there. But
yeah,
you can tell he's doing it on purpose. He's
Moses.
I'm still guessing that he's trying to do it for the money, but he isn't getting any. They even withdrew from his Patreon account.
Yeah, and
he got 12
accounts on there because he only has 150 views for 3,000 subscribers. So, he's definitely got stock accounts on there. So.
Yeah, well, you know what happens if you buy subscribers on YouTube? They tend not to watch
because you got all these stock accounts. These people aren't interested in your material. They're just there to be a subscriber to get your subscriber count up. That's all they are. So.
And
Yeah, he just buys those accounts. Aren't even, there's no one behind it.
Yeah, nobody watches it. And they go by your how many subscribers you have to how many views you get per video. If that ratio is really low, they don't put you up on the search engines and all that. So
yeah,
and with all of his followers, he gets $6 now on his Patreon account. It was 12, but 2 backed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the bank account.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't know. You think anyone can accuse me of not using sources for my claims in my opening rant?
Nope. It was all there.
And anyone can double check it. If I am wrong on anything I said in my opening rant from there's some links that I use. Feel free to correct me in the comments.
It's all Dean God. All Dean God is that gishgalop and a lot of freaking pejorative words.
Is a mystery.
Yeah.
I can draw an analogy between myself and Moses at a metaphorical level, but
that's take a listen here.
Wait, so you're not real? You are actually a figment of imagination compiled by four other people's lives? Okay. Well, I'm glad I see you admit you don't exist. That means we don't have to listen to you.
Here's the problem with it. Here's the problem. A redaction. When you redact something in a document, it means if you go into there is a case in point. There's a document that was by the U.S. Senate where they actually had to redact certain classified information, which means they blacked that out. So what redaction? What redaction? Nothing was blocked out in the table talks. Nothing. So
no,
is he talking about a redaction or sorry, is he talking about a redaction or is he talking about translation?
I mean, here's my question is, why are they calling this guy a Nazi, fascist, communist, which, again, it can't be. That's an oxymoron. That's like a Black Klansman. It doesn't happen. It's not real.
That's like a Catholic Dean Esme. Sorry, had to do that.
No, hey, feel free. Hey, Peter, I've already dubbed him since Donnie here was like, Dean, Max, whatever you want to go by. I have an idea. How about fuckwit number 1? Solves the problem.
No, I'm going by his real name so people can actually Google him. What he's trying to do is he wants people not to use the name. No. And his excuse is that his ex-wife is being bothered by people still about his real name.
Wait.
Well, that's not my problem actually. If he wants to solve that, he can just basically adjust his own behavior, and that should take care of it.
Yeah.
Wait, he's divorced? Doesn't he read his Bible? Oh, he's going to hell. See you there, Dean.
You know what I said before, Peter, is that Dean's going to get to see me. If he's right, I'll get to see him because there's that purgatory thing, and then I'll be a little while, but I'm gonna get to go and hang out with him in heaven after that.
I'm not even sure that he believes there is a God. The guy is a fraud in everything he does.
I think you're absolutely right. Because I can tell. I can tell when somebody does things like he does because they're just giveaways. I don't know. That my gambling days. He's got tells. I can tell it.
Although he has weird sexual dreams about the Virgin Mary, so I don't know.
Don't we all?
I never did.
He dreams about her.
Find out. Well, okay, then if he's dreaming about her, he needs some serious help because that means he has pedophile tendencies because Mary was 13 when she was the virgin and got knocked up by God. Yeah. So yeah, nice to know he's a little bit of a creep in that aspect.
But she would have been a little bit older by now, don't you think? So.
Okay, no. Okay, either way, both of them.
I think he likes his women mature, very, 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 very mature.
Oh, that's like,
Couple thousand years. I mean,
Oh well.
you gotta go
I
on.
know women are supposed to age like fine wine, but I think there is a cutoff date.
More accurate translation comes from Wikipedia,
I don't know.
Well, that's
so. from it's from a website.
When it comes to my women, I don't think there's a cutoff date. But
Well,
Uh,
all right.
if the woman in question is over 2,000 years old,
That might be-
yeah, that might do it.
Can somebody say necrophilia?
Yeah.
This website is called
Yeah.
the Freedom from Religion Foundation.
the troll organization.
The Freedom from Religion Foundation. It's so that's so scientific and objective. The Freedom from Religion.
I just love
okay.
them so much.
All right. Yeah, it's to stop you from imposing a theocracy. That is why it's around, because you can't have freedom of religion without freedom from religion. Because if religion is wielding power, you can't have free religion, especially Islam, Judaism, and Christianity are three major offenders of this, because all of them believe these same things of you must worship my God. And guess what? I bet you will be begging the Freedom from Religion Foundation to be coming to save your ass in around 2050 when Islam overtakes Christianity in the U.S.
Yeah, that's probably the
So,
trend going on. So
how come I have a feeling that you will change your tune quickly when they start implementing that, you must pray in school to Mecca 5 times a day? You can't have pork in school. Oh, that would, that make me a little mad. I'll eat pork.
bacon!
Yeah, give me my bacon. It's bacon. Sorry, I went bacon strips commercial. I don't give a shit.
But, yeah, let's go on.
I'm gonna say this right now.
Yeah.
He's what did he say as a literature? What's his claim to be?
Yeah, I'll just say this real quick. Your first commandment contradicts the First Amendment. Just remember that.
Poor guy.
Website, I believe this website is called the Freedom from Religion Foundation.
A little too far.
The troll that's so scientific and objective. The Freedom from Religion.
I'm going to say this right now. As a literature theorist.
A literature theorist. What is that? Is that a thing?
I don't know. Hold on.
Let me look that up real quick. I don't know what a literary theory. What do you do? Theorize what the? I don't get it. What is that? I've never heard of that. Help me, Rhonda. Help me.
Well, I guess would be something like this. I just put in here. If you check the chat, I have it there. I just put a link to a Wikipedia page for a literature theory.
I think it's just showing up right there right now.
Like second one down, literature theory. That's what I added right there. It's in the the main chat, so it can be there. So it's just basically someone who studies, how literature and everything is written, I guess. I don't know. Still useless degree.
All right, I'll bring that up while we keep this playing.
I would never use that website. I have actually gotten into the table talks, and the second translation that I used is actually inaccurate. The one before it is actually more accurate. The guy lied.
He's an using.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. What's he do?
He's using the Kin Ham of atheism.
What's he trying to say here? And because he's a literary theorist, which is a strict sense of using the words, right? Is that basically where I'm getting at now? Is that what it is?
Well, It was saying that about the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Like, so I don't know.
Oh, here
They,
it is. Right
they don't make sense. They jump around too much. And that's coming from me. And you ask Peter, I jump around a lot.
The nature of literature would be the it's the semantics and the colloquial. Then
I guess, yeah, be my guess.
Well, so but what I like about it, he says you got to put yourself in the perspective of an ancient Middle Easterner. And I'm just wondering how many of you know an ancient Middle Easterner.
All right, Sonny. I'm going to talk to you and tell you this is only once. When I was your age back in 300 BC, I will just tell you, I lived through it all. And I learned that the Bible is total and complete bullshit.
Just a quick question. Just a quick question. I think I missed that. What should you regard as
the Bible? Well, Peter, if you would have shown up for our
wait a minute,
our pre-reading, you would have gone over that.
I missed a lot of that. But isn't God supposed to be unchanging?
I know.
Isn't the Bible supposed to be His word for all time to come, or was there an expiration date on the Bible? Because
you're right, Peter. You're right. It's supposed to be unchanging and the same yesterday, today, and forever. But but you're forgetting these people. Since when? If you're expecting honesty, that's like expecting Jizzle to actually say something intelligent. You're asking a lot.
When I click on a video that has Dean Esme in it, there's one thing I do not expect. That's honesty. That would be actually a surprise if there would be any in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even just a misunderstanding or ignorance. It's actual obtuse freaking.
And literally 5 seconds on Google, I found all the 7 links or whatever it was that I found and posted. Just a few seconds on Google.
Here's a question. Because I missed a lot of this. Why did you pick this video?
Why did I pick this video? Because there's a little part in the end where he gets to the definition between atheist and the philosophy dictionary, and so somebody Essence uses it the way that we use it, and I think Steve McGray also has some kind of an issue with that, and I kind of wanted to bring that point up later in this video because that's one of the picking points for me on this one.
Okay, because if you want to make an assessment of Dean Esme, I could point you to a video that's a little bit better.
It's more about this coming up at the end of the atheism, the definition of atheism. Why I don't think that it should be used as why we should not use that definition in the book of philosophy there, because it is what it is,
Yeah, it's a response to one claim. That's it.
Exactly. But this kid uses it. This kid here, this philosophy tiger, he uses that in the end here, and I want to get to it and make my point on it too. So it'll be a little bit yet, but hang in there, Peter.
Yeah.
That's an hour and a half away, Tim.
It's at the end. When we get to some of Dean's stuff here, we're just gonna skip over that. So
yeah, we're just kind of letting him ramble, and unless he says something really stupid, I'm trying not to go. All right, Dean, sit down, shut up, and listen while this little pony schools you.
There we go.
I think that was just. I mean, even if he's right that that's the more accurate translation, you can't derive that Hitler was an atheist. Hitler was a Christian from that, because he's just
but you can from Mein Kampf.
Yeah, exactly. I got
you can from his speech. You can from him giving speeches in the Vatican or the church saying, "I'm doing the will of my Father." There's a lot of other things you can get that he was a Christian from. So, yeah.
Let's get to a couple of these points off of here. We can do a better job on some of these later.
Yeah. And anyone, thenobeliefs.com. Look there. That is where I got those from.
Okay, here we go.
A county level, or as in Britain they call him a shire. This guy is
there we go.
certain nations outlawed open practice of Judaism, or how they were secondary targets during or after numerous revolutions. This is not hotly disputed history. This is very basic stuff. Now, I understand that you are an American, but if you want to cast doubt on what someone else has said, then I, as well as others, will expect you to do some basic form of research.
Which you haven't done, you hateful.
Okay, how is Ezra thought hateful? He's being very calm and rational.
I was about to call him a toffee-nosed fop, but I don't think he's a toffee-nosed upper-class fop. I think he wants to be a toffee-nosed upper-class fop. But anyway, go ahead. Somebody say
this is right.
Here's here's the thing that when it comes down to it, he brings up anti-Semitism. But here's the problem: is that even though anti-Semitism did exist in various nations, the problem is he forgets. A lot of anti-Semitism was very, very micro in nature. It wasn't macro. It wasn't over all the nations that happened. It happened at city level. Usually, at most, maybe a county level, or as in Britain they call them a shire. This guy is so this guy misrepresented. He exaggerated what actually happened in history.
No.
He also forgets that that there are many times in history, such as when you actually had like Geneva.
Oh, this guy's so hard to listen to. He just
No. A lot of the nations were experiencing anti-Semitism at the time, because a lot of the people were viewing, because a lot of during that time, what was going on in the 30s?
I would argue that there's always nationalistic or tribal.
Well, I mean, let's look at history. What happened in the late 20s and went on through into the 40s?
Yeah.
Economic wise.
Oh, throughout all history.
Well, specifically that time frame economically, what was going on? The Great Depression.
Yep.
Well, the Jews were at the time, the reason why people always make the joke about Jews being penny pinchers is they held on to their money, so they were able to have money. So what happened? Oh, yeah, since they didn't lose their money, they invested it, however, and it managed to pay out. They blamed the Jews for the recession or the depression. So yeah, they were kind of the target of anti-Semitism at the time because everybody was blaming them for the crash. And guess what? Around the 1930s, when the Depression hit, the Weimar Republic was in quite a deep load of shit. And guess what? The reason Hitler blamed the Jews is because he needed a scapegoat and someone who people would gladly hate. Tensions were already high at the time, and he just basically stoked the flames of the fire and got it burning to where it burnt down the whole forest. And well, we all know what happened in 1930. He rose to power, and well, the rest is history, as they say.
Yeah, pretty much. Got anything to add to that, Peter?
Sorry?
You got anything to add to that?
No. I'm if I have something to add, I'll jump in.
All right, we're gonna keep it going then.
So Christian anti-Semitism is often over-exaggerated, basically.
Really, 99%.
Okay, so
Christian, and so I was exaggerated. Okay,
I was about to call drink.
Peter, you've been on movie night too much.
Yeah, I'm movie night's getting to me. I mean, really,
Not Friday.
what Hitler did was church doctrine in both Catholic and Protestant churches. It was an idea first propped up or made famous by Luther. So you can do whatever you like. There's a book written by a couple of Catholics who set out to debunk the support of the Catholic Church that Hitler got from the from the church, and they ended up confirming pretty much everything and more, and they wrote a book about it. I have the link. I'm not sure if do I have a wrench?
I don't know. Did you comment in the?
Say hi in the chat, and you'll get. And if not, I'm sure you'll get one.
I think you own half my channel.
I have one. Yeah.
So post the link.
I think you own half my channel, Peter.
I forgot I'm an administrator here. So yeah, you had me join. I'll go find the link. I still do have that link. I'll post it in the chat.
All right.
It's an interesting book, I think. At least for Dean Esme it would be.
Yeah.
But of course those people aren't real Catholics. I'm sure that's the first response.
Of course. How about of course? Oh, you know how many denominations there actually are? Me neither.
Yeah. And then when you get into that, I mean, if you argue Christianity alone as well, that's the right one. You have a better chance of being right on it. When you start getting into specific denominations, oh yeah.
I still have a dream hangout that I want to have someday, and that's a hangout with at least 6 or 7 Christians, different denominations, and then trying to find out what a real Christian is.
Yeah. What is a real Christian?
We should be able to get anywhere, I think. Because if they can't sort it out, how are we supposed to know what a real Christian is? And how are we going to become one?
It's like a game of musical chairs, isn't it? To see who's the real Christian.
Yes, something like that.
I mean, here's my thing. Just let me know if you do that and when that happens, so I can make sure I have popcorn at the ready and watch it and enjoy it. That's gonna be. You don't need to do anything. Just let them fight each other and just sit back and enjoy the show.
Yeah, that should be quite a show. I mean, I've tried it a couple of times, but it somehow it doesn't work.
Yeah. Hey Peter, did you ever hear back from Ken Ham about that application?
Nope, not yet.
I don't think you're going to.
Not yet.
I don't think you heard back tonight now. I don't think you're going to.
I don't know. I thought I put in an awesome application. I mean,
I thought it was too.
I'm extremely qualified.
I'd hire you.
Yeah. But Johnny, you have to remember, this is he for him being saved, he put in the story of the lifeguard. He got the lifeguard to confirm it.
No, it wasn't a lifeguard. It was just a guy who was at the same campsite.
It's my babysitter.
In fact, I would say that essence of thought, your anti-religion.
Yeah, he's anti-religion.
View is as evil as any Stalinist or not.
As evil as any Stalinist.
Or Nazi.
I put the link in the chat.
I see it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Anybody?
Put that up. So I'm just curious. It said the page cannot be found.
I want to.
It said the page could not be found.
Authoritative.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Hold on. Let me get. There's some weird characters that they don't need.
That philosophy tiger, he's kind of like a Dean's new pet, I think.
Yeah, no, I took it off all the way to the understanding. All right, hold on. Let me do something here.
I got my new iPad now, Peter, so now I can really freaking edit videos good.
Aha! I got a scooter today. Something completely different.
Here, I found it. Let's see.
Did you see my last video? How much snow I was driving through the other night when I took that footage?
Yeah, I saw that. See, that's when shoveling snow is just fun.
Oh, is it heavy?
I mean, hopefully that should work. It's a search. It'll be the main search there. So hopefully that works. I don't know why yours didn't show up. So I don't know.
It did come up. I'm looking at it on the screen right now. So who's presenting this?
Oh, let me
Yeah, because when I clicked on your link, it wasn't
sorry.
found.
There, I've got you presenting, Peter.
No, I'm not presenting anything at the moment. No, I'm still waiting for the link to work, but I have, as usually, too many screens open.
I do that.
I'll have to wait.
Don't look at me. I don't got anything to present yet. I did my presenting at the beginning when we went over the I went on my nice little 10-minute tirade against them and how they were wrong, and decided to cite some sources.
I'll present Twitter tweets or whatever, and we can just go down there and criticize them too all day.
Good ham. He's always good for a laugh.
Benny Hinn sent me a tweet. It sounds just like a freaking fortune cookie. It's like, God has blessed you, my child. You will prosper in life. And I'm like, what the hell?
I still have to laugh at. I got an email, and I want to contact them just to have some fun with them. But I got an email from Liberty University, and they want me to go to their school. Like, those crap emails you get from people like that. Yeah. I want to call them up and go, you sent me this email. I think I got it by accident. I'm an anti-theist. You sure you want me?
Okay, let me see if I can do this.
Okay, I'm now updating my link because the link wasn't working. You're correct.
Yeah, because I clicked on it, said page not found, so I just did a search of what was shown in the thing, and I'm like, all right, there you go.
Yeah.
That was the search result. So literally the first link is literally what it is. So
yeah. Well, that's
yeah. I mean,
good
it sounds like
for
read,
people.
so.
Yeah.
But yeah, guess whenever we want to get back to the idiocy, at least we don't have side to jump on us for postponing. Oh man, we were trying so hard.
We're too much engaged in movie night. We're getting far too good at postponing.
Yeah.
Getting the video back up and running.
I still have to laugh at when Simon was like, yeah, you guys are gonna be talking about kittens. I was like, yeah, RJ, do you have any comparative anatomy of the of kittens and dogs?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, when you mentioned you have Dubay and Jizzle in one night, because yeah, like I said, I had to like I said, when my drink calls was because he was talking about projecting lines. So I was going off of what you mean when you talk about drafting. That's you go 90 degree to a plane. So if you're drawing a line, your thing's not working. The way he was doing it. So I was looking at it from that perspective, and he was talking about something totally different. So every time I was trying to go after him for line projections, so he's like, no, it's this. I'm like, whatever. He needs to use a different term because that means something totally different than how he's doing it.
Sorry.
What?
The guy who was harassing me, who renamed his account, he's suspended. He just got suspended.
Nice.
That was quick.
Yeah.
That was actually quick. Oh well.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from the one guy though. I really hope he'll respond back soon. The 188 me and RJ did, because I invited him on my channel to talk to RJ, and I told RJ he needs to let me know like if he does it, so that way I can make sure I have some barbecues ready, because RJ's just gonna grill him.
Yeah.
And which guy is this?
The Dr. Guyman video. The Dr. Guyman guy. I invited him onto my channel to talk to RJ, and he, I told him what day would work, and let me know if that would work.
That's the guy's not real.
Yeah. Well, he wants to talk to RJ, so I don't know. I think he might be. He's made some points. No. I'm like, he might. I don't know. I'm just
his points are so silly. He has to be some kind of parody account, and I think he's now loving it, because now someone's taking him serious. I don't think you should even take him serious, because he obviously isn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's easy enough for me to go after for a weekly show. I can make a weekly or bi-weekly show out of it. He's got enough stupid on there for me to have some fun with.
Yeah.
It's cheap. It's cheap laughs. So if anything, I can just sit there and mock him for however long one video takes. He's easy enough.
Put him up.
What are you doing, Johnny?
Oh, I want to show you something here real quick. I wanted to get this on the live stream.
Johnny always has a problem sitting down for longer live streams. He has to move about.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just like, all right, we'll get to it when we get to it. I mean, the break is a nice break from stupid.
Yeah. But now we don't have a video anymore.
Oh, well, we'll figure something out.
Johnny, what are you doing? You're distracting us with that little thumbnail that still shows the video of what you're doing.
There, I want to show this. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but that doesn't show. You have to set it to present. Because now we are looking at the literary theory, and we can't see what you're presenting. Ah, that's better. Now it's gone.
Sorry, I'm not used to that yet. There, I wanted to show this. This is my example of formal logic.
Still doesn't work.
Still not working?
Nope.
Well,
You're
click
not
on
presenting.
his screen. Oh, hold on. Put it back up, Johnny. If you click on his screen, it will show up for that for you. Now, the chat won't see it, but we'll see it. Right, if you show it again.
Yeah.
There.
Now?
Yeah.
I see. We see a guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Formal logic.
That's nice.
I was doing that during the live, a little quick one painting, so it sucks, but oh well. All right. Now I got to put. Who's got the video here?
You have the other one. I don't have anything to present. You have it. Your other one.
Am I presenting now?
No, I'm still presenting. There you go.
Okay. Now let's see. Get back to the video.
Yes,
we can't. You go ahead.
I want to the one of the most authoritative works based on the most up-to-date documents. Released that we have, is called Adolf Hitler, the Definitive Biography by John Toland, which his last name is spelled Toland. John Toland, Adolf Hitler. This book right here gives you a good source of information. And not even this guy claims. This distinguished book does not claim that Adolf Hitler was a Christian in the sense that this essence of thought even claims. So when you talk about research,
hey, how about you read Hitler's own words?
I'm going to tell you, it irks me so much.
Trigger alert.
I intensely studied this.
Intensely.
Stuff, and I've seen it from the primary sources that Adolf Hitler was not
his sort. Wait.
Whoa. Great, Peter. Now you got me on drink.
Yeah. You can't say primary sources. We checked all the sources in there.
Yeah.
Not much.
Look at my sources, see what they show. You can look at them yourself. I posted every single one of them, including the ones for the quote. So yeah, you can read through all of that.
Tony the Tiger, I don't think so. You're more like a soggy frosted flake.
Anyways, I'm gonna shut up right now because I am about to rip his head off.
Contrary to what
I need to add something. I need to
the trigger.
add something. I have to interrupt. I'm trying to let people go. But in my interview with Gordon Painter, which I'm trying to bring up on the screen right now, just so people see it. I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble pulling it up now. And I'm sorry. But in my interview with Gordon Painter,
we're talking. Well,
he actually goes into John.
Yeah. You say something?
Nope.
I didn't.
Okay.
Toland. He goes into John Toland, and I wanted to warn you.
Honans.
Warn you, not argue with you. Warn you. The Gordon Painter actually, I believe, if I'm remembering right, in his interview, calls out John Toland as a pseudo historian who dabbles with questionable sources. So I'm just going to put it in there. I'm not attacking you.
Well, you would definitely know about questionable sources there.
Distinguished historians in the world did call out Toland as a questionable source. So I'm just letting you know that. I'm not saying you're wrong because there's a lot to read when it comes to Nazis, and there's a lot to learn when it comes to Nazis. Who, by the way, weren't that different from communists and hated Christians.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. Sorry, my bullshit alarm went off.
Yeah, that was pretty big one there. Yeah, I love Dean. He's so funny. Wow, we got a lot of video left. We're gonna have to take part 2 on this, guys. I gotta shovel a little bit of snow yet today.
All right. I mean, if you want to hear, we can always come back later.
Yeah, let me do it. I gotta get some before it gets dark. I gotta get some snow shoveled. So I'd like to get back. I love doing this though.
Yeah. All right. I'll be out then, I guess. See ya. Let me know when you want to start up again. If I can, I will.
Okay. All right. I'll just start up by myself.
Bye.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
Hang around when you go off air. I have a question.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you anyway. So yeah. All right. Sounds good, my man. All right, everybody. I'm gonna go now. This is Cab Brony, and we gonna go for it. Go to their channels and subscribe if you haven't. And I don't know. We're out of here.
And subscribe. Wait. Yeah. And subscribe to this one.
Oh yeah. Why not do that too? As long as you're at it.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is hit that button. All right, everybody. You take care now.
Bye.